Now, going through YouTube, I found this fascinating video today. I've never heard of this creator, but his name is Louis Wiza. His video said, I actually cooked a chicken by slapping it. Now, first of all, when I saw that, like, are we slapping it with our hand? Like, okay, here's the chicken. Cook, cook, cook. No, no, no. On his thumbnails, you will see it's an actual machine that's slapping the chicken and it cooks it somehow. So you know what? I was like, I gotta watch this video, and why not watch it with you guys and react to it? So let's take a look at it right now.
It's cooked!
Oh God.
I mean, all right, let's eat it.
What?
The chicken you see here is the only one on Earth ever cooked.
The only one on Earth ever cooked by the power of slaps. Like, that is mind-blowing. Like, what? You guys, how crazy does that sound? That sounds insane to me. I don't know. If you would have told me a chicken can be cooked by getting slapped, I would have said, no, you're crazy.
The engineering required to pull this off was no joke. A couple months back,
I can imagine.
I posted a video investigating a question as old as time. How many slaps would it take to cook a chicken?
Well, my slaps probably like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That chicken's cooked, baby. It's cooked real good.
Results were incredibly promising, increasing the chicken's temperature by as much as 16
wow,
degrees
this
C
guy's
above
really
ambient.
put in the work
Since
to
the
figure
original
this
rig
out.
was
This is
destroyed by our
awesome.
Testing, we were back at square one.
So it seems like he's already tried this before and the rig got messed up from the first attempt. So it looks like he's been doing the research and keeps on going with it. It's pretty sick.
My comments and my Discord were both flooded with ideas. Some of them pretty
Wow,
good.
that's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of them were really bad. Multiple slappers, chicken-sized plate armor, a rig-sized vacuum chamber. All of these suggestions addressed important issues with the original design.
Yeah, I would be the person to probably give the dumbest idea because I have no idea how you would even start on cooking this chicken by slaps. It doesn't make sense to me. I wouldn't know.
Faster slap rate,
more impact control.
Heat loss from the chicken.
My faster slap rate right here.
Whose outer shell provides strength, while the wood core
Okay.
adds rigidity. The
No
original
idea what
meat
that
meter
means.
also had a
No
fundamental
idea.
problem, and that there was no way whatsoever to control the power of a slap without also adjusting the speed. This is a real issue because it means that as we go faster, we're forced to hit the chicken harder and harder, thereby accelerating its pulpification. What we need is a rig that can slap really, really fast without hitting the chicken all that hard.
I feel like if you're hitting the chicken super hard, like the chicken is just gonna just pop and explode everywhere. That's what I feel like. I don't know.
The design I settled on used a cutting board as the impact surface, aluminum angle bars for mounts.
All this stuff he's talking about is just going right over my head. Like, I don't know what any of this stuff really is, to be honest with you guys.
The chicken was constantly losing heat to the environment, and this was where Joel's experience really came in handy. Joel suggested ultra-thin aerogel insulation, which would minimize heat loss from the chicken.
So I guess too much air is like, it's cooling it down, it's not allowing it to heat up. Like when you put a chicken in the oven, right? You put it at temperature, it's in that little box, and it's heating. The heat's not going anywhere. The heat is stuck in that oven, so it's cooking everywhere. He was saying the chicken has too much air, so the heat is just too far. So now he's gonna put in that little package, and the heat's gonna keep it in there.
Wireless thermometer and digital slap counter made our progress.
Wow, that's pretty smart actually. Obviously, I wouldn't think about that stuff.
And we're off. Yes, we have an increase in temperature, 9 degrees C.
So he has something in there that's keeping the temperature of the chicken. That's pretty cool, actually. This has to take like hours and hours to even get close to this.
With no major issues for the first couple hours, it looked like the road ahead would be nothing but smooth
the
slapping.
chicken really is going up with the Celsius. 33 degrees.
Nothing burned yet. No, what it needs is more tightness.
I think it's kind of cool though that his machine is breaking down while he's doing this and he's like fixing it at the same time. That's pretty cool, honestly.
I didn't expect to cook the chicken on the very first try, but as the temperature kept creeping upwards, it started looking like a very real possibility.
Wow, this is insane.
100K. But something still felt off.
What was off?
I feel like it could explode at pretty much any second, so.
Wow. Oh my goodness. It looks like it just like blew up, basically.
We're gonna check the temperature of this chicken.
Oh.
What happened?
Oh, that's f***ing nasty. What in the name have we created? It is really hot. I have to tell you, 47, 45.
So it's hot, but it doesn't even look cooked though.
We came really close on our very first attempt, but 48 degrees was still 9 or 10 degrees short of a reasonable pasteurization temperature for chicken.
Wow.
I can't nibble this.
You know, the fact that it even got that far though, like to where it's like still like, it looks like possibly, you wouldn't eat that, right? But it looks like it's getting to that process like pretty close of where you can eat that. Kudos so far to where he's at. That's ridiculous.
And I don't accept defeat.
No, don't. Never accept defeat. Never!
Everybody knows that a fully cooked chicken needs to register
Yeah.
at least 165 degrees in order to be cooked.
I didn't know that. I love how he says everybody should know that, but I know all you guys watching probably did not know that, so.
Just not actually true. The reason we cook our meat is to kill whatever bacteria it contains. which
Correct,
in the case
yep.
of chicken,
You cook ground beef, you'd be okay with it being a little raw, but chicken, you gotta make sure it's cooked all the way through. Because you can have like, that's how you get salmonella, you get sick. Raw chicken is dangerous, everyone.
So in collaboration with my crack team of Discord engineers, we implemented some
cool.
critical adjustments for the rig.
That's really cool. At least he has like a community, a team helping him figure it out. Because sometimes you need other ideas bouncing off of your head and like, oh, where do I go now with this? So I like that he has a team with that. Because sometimes when you're by yourself, the things that you think of, it wouldn't be as somebody from like 6, 7, 8 other people would think of, you know? It's pretty cool.
And overall, everything was running far more smoothly. Ah, me. Come on.
Magic smoke
Oh,
is a bad
come
sign.
on. You kidding? So it turned out the motor wasn't the only thing that had been overheating.
Wow.
Because in less than 30 minutes, we totally roasted the Variac.
Don't know what a Variac is, but it sounds like it just is not a good thing to have broken.
The replacement Variac I ordered was rated for 30 amps, 10 more than the previous one, and I also added a PC fan on the back to provide some active cooling.
Okay.
It's time to slap some freaking meat.
Slap some meat. I know what you guys are thinking, you dirty little people.
And we're off to the races. The third stream was off to a very promising start, and not too long
Nice.
after we began, we started knocking down those milestones.
Wow. What's that number? Is that how many slaps it's taking? I think that, so that number, this number at the very bottom right here, the 38,000, or I didn't know what that number was. Obviously, this is the temperature of the chicken, this 41 degrees Celsius, but this number is how many slaps it's doing. So that's pretty cool that it keeps track of that. Because I was like, what is he talking about 10K? So that's pretty awesome.
I knew something was up. Swapping
What
out
happened?
the backup arm in a desperate attempt to keep this run alive, I pressed
Oh,
on.
okay, he
But I
needed a
knew
new
that
arm.
The imprecise drive slot meant that we were running this rig on borrowed time. It wasn't a question of if it'd break, but when.
Ooh. Ah, okay. Oh, God. Oh.
Well, there's your problem. That's in the chat. I know.
Fuck, it failed this time.
It's still a little rare. Not cooked. All right.
Yeah.
It's like 2:50 a.m. I'm roasted. Guys, I'm not gonna eat it. I'm too tired. I won't enjoy it. The dual motor rig can output a maximum of 6 horsepower with a peak current draw of up to
6
40
horsepower,
amps.
all this
Having
peak
motors
draw.
linked like this should
No
also
idea what
lighten
he's
the load
talking
on
about
the
at all.
primary motor significantly and smooth out the bumps and speed that the rig ordinarily experiences. This is the Meat Beater 9001 truly pushed to the limit. And just as I was about to toss a chicken in there, before taking one last stab at cooking a
He's
chicken,
gonna add
I
barbecue
decided
sauce.
to try to make myself a fine steak dinner.
Oh, this is smart, see? See, this steak should not take as long to cook. Steak is easy.
The steak was actually going really well. It seemed that as we just kept slapping away, the temperature kept rising. Somewhere around 48 to 50 degrees C, we kind of met a plateau.
I've completely lost confidence in this bag, so we're gonna switch
let's see.
bags.
But sooner rather than later, it started increasing again.
I wonder why the bag, he needed to switch the bag on that. That's interesting.
60 degrees! We got to 60 freaking degrees!
Wow. I love how he's also doing this on his Twitch too. It's pretty cool. You got the chat in upper right.
Oh my god!
The
Yeah, that
smell
looks good.
Smells like steak.
Yeah, that should be good.
Oh my gosh, it's got pink in the middle! Holy
Let me see.
look at that!
See
It's
that?
time to
You
take
can
a
eat
bite.
that. That's
Full
perfect.
disclosure.
For all you youngins out there, and if you're not young, you should already know then. Beef, you can eat it a little red. It's fine. So that looks phenomenal. That looks delicious. Now the chicken should not look like that. My mind is blown right now. That looks amazing. I would definitely eat that. Cut up some slices. Maybe get some bread. Toast the bread. Slather the meat on there on the bread. Add some sauces. Add some cheese and mwah. You got the steak, a tri-tip sandwich, a steak sandwich, you know what I mean? Mwah, 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 mwah.
It looks kind of almost like soft. It feels kind of soft.
Well,
Man,
yeah,
I
'cause
can't
you're
believe
slapping
I
it,
am
like-
eating something
How
that
do you
came
cook
off
the
the
meat to
slapper.
like it's being like pop, pop, pop all day? Let's see how it tastes. How's it
Honestly?
taste? What is it? Where do we?
The texture is kind of Yeah, the texture is pretty bad. It
Really?
basically tastes like you've been chewing it for a minute already.
Yeah.
If you can get past that, it actually tastes pretty good.
So the reason why it's all chewy and the texture's like that, because you gotta think about this steak is just being slapped. You're literally beating the crap out of a steak. Imagine punching something all the time and then wanting to eat it. But that's not, it doesn't matter because his experiment is to cook it, in which it cooked. So that's pretty awesome. But that's why when you put it in a pan or in an oven, it just cooks because you're not beating it and it tastes good. That's pretty cool. My mind's pretty blown right now.
It's a freaking steak. It's a really bad steak. Holy cow.
With the steak having proven to be a resounding success, I
That's
was
hilarious.
cautiously optimistic for our avian alternative. But despite
Wow.
nearly 2 months of work, the rig still broke before I was able to fully cook it.
No, F in the chat for the pivot.
That's what I thought.
You
until
hate
I
to
was
see it.
editing this video.
What? We cooked it. Yes, baby. Yes, we cooked it. We cooked it. I'm still not gonna eat that chicken, but we f***ing did it.
That's right. After double checking the charts, it turns out we did cook the chicken.
The
Oh,
big reason I
really?
didn't eat it is because due to a break in the balloon, the chicken got contaminated with fiberglass and aerogel.
Oh, God.
Cooking a chicken requires a minimum of approximately 135,000 slaps. And that over
So
the
it
course of
cooked?
the 6 to 8 hour process,
I can't really tell from here. I don't know.
of course, there's always stuff I can't find a way to fit in. So if you want to check out more
Okay,
of
so
what
he
goes
basically
on
did
behind
cook the
scenes,
chicken. So that video was insane. That blew my mind. So it was obviously you can cook steak like that, which like he said is disgusting. So don't. I mean, you can if you want. You could try it out. But the fact that he was able to cook the chicken, because it looked like he got up to 60 degrees Celsius, and needed to be up to 55 degrees Celsius. So he was able to cook a chicken by slapping it. I doubt it tasted good because I can't imagine it would. But the fact that he was able to technically cook a chicken was insane. So I would suggest not trying to actually eat your food doing that way. Just use an oven, use a pan, keep it simple. But for experiments, go have some fun. But alright, you guys, that was gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please leave a like button. It helps the channel so much. Also, comment your favorite part of this video. Comment if you thought that steak looked good. Would you have eaten it? Do you think you would have eaten the steak? Because I might have probably tried it. Also, if you aren't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Make it from red to gray. I'd really appreciate it. Join the Dip Squad. Okay, that's gonna do it. It's your boy B-Nip. I'm out here. Deuces. Bye, bye, bye.